Dear viewers, this is Shashank and you're watching HW News. Like every week, this week also we have brought you from ground the report of Aarey. A lot of protesters have gathered here. This week, a few developments have taken place. First, a few protesters were detained earlier in the week. Later, the bench of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, which was going to hear the case in Supreme Court, was postponed. And later in the week, a few protesters had gathered on ground at night, alleging that trees cutting has been started. And the latest news in this case is that a few protesters have also been charged with FIRs. Right now, let's talk to a few people and know what is the condition of the protest. Mumbai working president of the Aadmi party, Mr. Ruben. So let's have a word with him. So, sir, you have been a part of this movement since the very beginning, and you had gone to the police station as well this week earlier. So, please inform our viewers something.
No, the Aadmi party has always been at the forefront of the Aarey movement since 2014. We have hit the ground, we have organized protests, and we've also gone to court and been successful in the past. That said, there is this atmosphere of fear that is trying to be, that the police are trying to create by detaining people without cause, by not giving them any explanation whatsoever. And these are young people. Young people are genuinely worried about the future. We are worried about climate change. We want to save Aarey jungle. We want the metro. Both are possible. It's not mutually contradictory. And there is this propaganda that is being spread by the government that either we can save Aarey or either we can build a metro. That is wrong. And we as young people are going to hit the streets. You can see the Adivasi community has come up in very large numbers. Young people have come up in very large numbers. You can see large numbers of the Aam Aadmi party supporters also who are here. So, long story short, we will do what it takes. We are all law-abiding citizens. We won't break the law, but we will protest because this decision is not in favor, is not pro-Mumbai and is not pro-Mumbaikars. And as Mumbaikars, we are opposing this. And my only request to the Mumbai police is that you've always been cooperative, you've always been supportive to us. So please, for heaven's sake, don't become the Fadnavis Sena. Please follow the law. We are law-abiding citizens. If you have something to tell us, please tell us. But again, why does the government want to hide things? What did these environmental activists or environment lovers or green lovers, what did they do? They just went to the car shed site and they asked for permissions. I mean, this is normal process. If there is any government work going on, we are within our rights to ask them, can you show us what work is going on? What is the permissions? Why does the police have to get so scared about it? Why does the government have to get so scared about it? So as the Aam Aadmi party, we will always hit the streets and we will do what it takes continuously to ensure that we save Aarey forest. Let Mumbai breathe, let Mumbaikars breathe.
So your message to those protesters who had FIRs on their names?
I haven't seen the FIR. I don't know what the details are. But we as a community, we as a group, we as a movement are there together. No matter who gets arrested, no matter who gets detained, we will stand behind them. We will go to the police station. You're not alone. We are doing what is logical. We are doing what is legal, and you don't have to worry about it. This country is the Republic of India. This is our 75th Independence Day, Independence Anniversary, and we have our constitution still in force. It's not Fadnavis's rule. We have the constitution in force. We are doing things legally and constitutionally.
तो आम आदमी पार्टी की महिला मोर्चा भी यहाँ पे मौजूद है आरए के आंदोलनकारियों के सहयोग में. तो एक बार उनसे ज़रा बात कर लेते हैं. तो यहाँ पे महिलाएं भी बहुत मतलब नंबर्स में आई है. तो आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस आंदोलन के बारे में?
What I wanted to say that is the best governance is not to destruct but to construct, not to demolish but to construct. That is the my opinion about the best government. You want to do any work by seeing the picture of the economic, the environmental threatening or the climatic change, what we are facing today, and you can see the flood and entire climatic change. So this all destruction of Aarey colony will end the life of the future. There will be a death knell for the animals, the plants, the human being, and we are going to die because lack of oxygen. You are constructing so many, destructing so many plants. How many are going to plant them? That is my question. So government, the best government according to me is not to destruct but to construct.
So we have with us Mr. Stalin, who has been part of the RA movement since the 2019 and 2014, and he is the right person to talk about the legalities of the case. So let's have a word with him. Sir, you have been part of this movement since the very beginning. So, what is the major difference since then and now?
In 2014, when the struggle started, it was mostly families and elderly people or the senior people, maybe people over 35, 40 who were doing it. But after 2019, we have seen the increasing number of youth which has come down to protest for RA. But now it's a mixture of all kinds of people, every age group, every section of society, tribal, students, everyone has come together.
And sir, in the beginning of this week, we had seen protest in the night as well. So you were asking everyone to disperse. So what's the reason behind that?
In the night, firstly there was no work going on the side, and it was very evident that it was going to be a law and order situation, and the students or the youth would get arrested. And it doesn't help the movement if you simply get arrested when there is no when people are sleeping in the night, you got arrested and no one knows what happened. By morning, everyone forgets it. So anyway, saying that we have organized protest, give intimation and do it peacefully without obstructing traffic. And that is why we said in the night, do not create a situation where the police is forced to pick up students and youngsters and put them in lockup.
So any update on the case?
The case is supposed to be heard tomorrow. Lawyers are mentioning it in the Honorable Supreme Court. Already the Honorable Supreme Court has given a stay order which is being violated. That is why we are here protesting. And the people are here to protest.
We have with us someone who has not only been vocal on field but also online, and since 2019 he has been active in the RA movement. So we have with us Mr. Zoru Bachina. So let's have a word with him. So sir, you have been vocal about this movement since the very beginning. So I want to ask you one thing, that there have been allegations that those who don't travel by train, those people are opposing the metro. So what's your take on that?
I have no idea. I myself, when I go to town or I have to go to office, I go by train. So I don't know who these people are they are talking about. I have a car, but it is parked in my house. I don't use it.
Sir, there have been multiple FIRs on people. There have been detentions. So but you have been also going forward and alleging the government of a land scam, because people have been appealing to not cut the trees, but you have gone forward and alleged of a land scam. So what basis have you said that?
This is a land scam only. See, in RA, they have denotified 400 acres in the name of a metro. Metro depot is 80 acres, but denotification is of 400 acres. On the other side, where the integrated depot was there at Kanjur, there is a 100-acre non-disputed plot of land available. And in that land, the single depot requires 40 acres space. If there is an integrated depot, then all 100 acres get used up. So if they do an integrated depot at Kanjur, then there is no land available for doing any scam there, and then they cannot do a scam in RA. And the third the depot is having 3 integrations, the integration of 3 lines. The third line is Thana, Mugarpada Thana, which is line number 4. There also they have denotified 100 acres in the eco-sensitive zone. Again for metro, because metro, for saying we are metro, we cannot find place, so they do it. So they have overall denotified over 500 acres of land in Mumbai in the name of depot. This is a land scam. RA, we are fighting for RA, for the forest, for the protection, but the government is interested in how much they can develop.
Don't you fear detention?
If you are doing something wrong, you should have fear, no?
So any update on the case?
The case was in the Supreme Court, was mentioned before the Chief Justice on Wednesday. Chief Justice has assigned the bench of Justice Chandrachud. It was mentioned before Justice Chandrachud on Thursday, and it was kept for listing on Friday. An order has been passed. But the Supreme Court judge has passed the order, but the department has not placed the matter on board. So again on Monday we will mention it and see what is to be done. But we know we are up against very, very high forces.
So you mean hopes are still high on RA?
See what they have, what the base issue is wrong. They cannot correct that. They may delay whatever they want, but the fraud will be fraud only.
डेवलपमेंट लोगों के हित में होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब नेचर को ख़त्म करके हम आने वाले जनरेशन को क्या देंगे. हम सिर्फ फ़ोटो और पिक्चर में दिखाएंगे ये पहाड़ था, ये जंगल था, ये झाड़ था. तो जब एक ऑप्शन है कांजूर मार्ग, तो वहाँ क्यों नहीं कर रही है गवर्नमेंट. तो हमारी एक ही अपील है, और लोगों के हित में काम होना चाहिए, ना कि लोगों के मतलब रिसोर्सेस को कम करके आगे चल के हम पूरी तरह से पछतावें. इस तरीके का नहीं होना चाहिए. और आम आदमी पार्टी इसीलिए पूरी तरह से निडर होकर खड़ी है और आगे भी खड़ी रहेगी.
इस समय हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं मुंबई आम आदमी पार्टी के जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी राज शर्मा जी. तो उनसे बात करते हैं. वो RA जो पर्यावरण प्रेमी हैं, उनके जो सपोर्ट में जुड़े हुए हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं. सर, तो आप यहाँ पे आ गए हो इस बार. पहले हफ्ते से लेकर के इस हफ्ते तक आम आदमी पार्टी के जो कार्यकर्ता है वो बढ़ते जा रहे हैं यहाँ पे. इसका क्या कारण है?
सर, सिर्फ आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए नहीं, मैं तो कहता हूँ कि पूरे मुंबई के लोगों को एक साथ जुड़ना पड़ेगा इस लड़ाई के खिलाफ. ये खाली आम आदमी पार्टी की लड़ाई नहीं है, ये मुंबई के लोगों की लड़ाई है. और RA के पेड़ों को काटना ये सरासर गलत है. और स्पेशली जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने स्टे डाला हुआ है, उसके बावजूद भी अगर ये इस तरीके से पेड़ों को काट रहे हैं तो बेहद ही निंदनीय है. और इस ED सरकार से मैं एक चीज़ कहना चाहूँगा कि अपनी ताकत का इतना गलत फ़ायदा ना उठाए कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट की बात भी आपकी नज़र में कोई वैल्यू ना रखे. और इस चीज़ के लिए आवाज़ हम उठाते रहेंगे, क्योंकि जब आप लोगों के पास ऑप्शन है कि कांजूर मार्ग में बनाया जा सकता है मेट्रो कार शेड, तो फिर क्यों RA को कट करना है? क्या प्लान कुछ और है? क्या प्लान ये है कि कुछ पेड़ों को ज़्यादा काटने के बाद आप कहेंगे कि अरे यार मेट्रो कार शेड तो बन गया लेकिन जगह बची, अब क्या करें? चलो लोधा को बेच दें, ओबरॉय को बेच दें, बिल्डर्स को बेच दें, चलो रेस्टोरेंट बना दें, वाटर किंगडम बना दें. हम जानते हैं कि यही आप लोगों का प्लान है, और इस प्लान को हम लोग पूरा नहीं होने देंगे. हम लोग जब तक हैं RA में पेड़ों को कटने नहीं देंगे और इस RA को बर्बाद होने नहीं देंगे, क्योंकि RA मुंबई के लंग्स हैं, ये हमारी जान है. लंग्स निकाल दो कि हम लोग सांस नहीं ले पाएंगे. हमारे बाप दादाओं ने जो गलतियां की हैं कि पूरी ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन पेड़ों को काट कर बनाई गई है, हम वो गलती बिल्कुल नहीं करेंगे. हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि हम इन पेड़ों को बचा सकें. थैंक यू.
सर, आपने कहा ED सरकार से आपका क्या मतलब है?
एकनाथ और देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी की सरकार.